They sign you $3 million, 5 albums, but your album term might say you can't drop an album for 9 to 12 months. So if we do the math,
that's some years.
That's years, 4 years, 4 or 5 years, maybe even 6 years, because the average artist ain't just finna drop no album exactly on the 9 months. So it's still gonna be a stretch creating, and then while that's going on, they still gotta spend the money into you. So it's doubling down. So it's like most artists, you don't see no check from the label, but the one that you sign.
I didn't prepare a speech, and I'm sorry, but I'm glad that I didn't, because I'm not going to do this like everybody else does it. And I'm going to use this opportunity the way that I want to use it. So what I want to say is, everybody out there that's watching, everybody that's watching this world is both. And you shouldn't model your life. Wait a second. You shouldn't model your life about what you think that we think is cool and what we're wearing and what we're saying and everything. Go with yourself. Go with yourself.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, yeah, want somebody to turn up. Get fly, oh, for sure it's about to go up. Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, yeah, want somebody to turn up. Get fly, oh, for sure it's about to go up. Roll my blunt and pass my lighter.
Family, we are back. I want to thank y'all for being here. Shout out to y'all. Time is everything, and y'all give me y'all time, and it's greatly appreciated. Now, a lot of people hit me in the, well, I ain't gonna say a lot. It was like 5 people that hit me up in my DMs because of my new intro and me speaking a little bit about my background. I might make a video about what I compromised. It wasn't nothing crazy, but just the mere thought that you choose a profession over your family, your children, that was enough for me. Period. That was enough. And I speak out because I've seen too many people that look like me and others have these dreams that when they make it, it'll be everything they expect, and it's not. And we are seeing that these people aren't either. We're gonna review and react to a few clips, you guys, and people are speaking out about this field of work. In that clip, Offset, he said too much, but Fiona Apple, shout out to her. Shout out to Fiona. Let's get to the content.
I didn't prepare a speech, and I'm sorry, but I'm glad that I didn't, because I'm not going to do this like everybody else does it. And I'm going to use this opportunity the way that I want to use it. So what I want to say is, everybody out there that's watching, everybody that's watching this world is both. And you shouldn't model your life. Wait a second. You shouldn't model your life about what you think that we think is cool and what we're wearing and what we're saying and everything. Go with yourself. Go with yourself.
Sign that you, oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it.
I feel like people are dancing on our graves. People in fancy dresses, like black, of course, posing and living it up on the red carpet, and the black, stupid clothes that the stupid men wore. It's a lie, and I knew they were going to trot the activists out there for PR.
It sounded like it really derailed everything, right?
Well, yes, because there's a system in place that is about power. And I had played by the rules up until that point. And I felt like, okay, now suddenly I've been violated and it has gone too far and I will no longer abide this.
Asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears too. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson.
I was not cooperating in rehearsals, and I haven't been taking my medication. All of this was false. He immediately the next day put me on lithium out of nowhere. He took me off my normal meds I'd been on for 5 years. And lithium is a very, very strong and completely different medication compared to what I was used to.
All right, so those were 6 people, y'all, that exposed a certain line of work. What would make you want to go into it and keep the cycle going? All right, I'm back. I had to shut my patio real quick. But what would make you want to go into this business if all of these people that were high performing in this field of work are saying the same thing? What would make you want to go into it? And what's really wild is that people have been speaking out against certain things for a while, and we still get people talking about contracts and bad deals and this and that. How does that work? What are you going through that's so bad to where you put yourself in a worse situation that just looks better? How do you put yourself in a worse situation that looks better? Now, Fiona Apple, she was hot way back in the day, but what she said was very powerful, and she probably hadn't been heard from since that moment. Jim Carrey, he said, I'm here to call it out. Everybody knows about the triangle. Everybody knows about the tongue, and everybody does. Everybody knows about the rock on sign, wink, wink. Come on, man, you got to make it make sense. What would make a person sign up for this? Next clip.
So this is my girl Jaguar Wright, and this is part 3 of how does she know so much about the industry and its secrets. Now, judging from this picture, we can all see that Jaguar was a very attractive woman, and she definitely had her pick of the litter when it came to different celebrities. So we know Jaguar dealt with Common, Scott Storch, and Cat Williams. But during the time that she say she spent with Cat Williams, which was very interesting because she spoke on Cat Williams sleeping in Kevlar vests and things of that nature because he was allegedly afraid for his life.
Cat Williams that taught me how to be Jaguar Wright. He taught me so much in 9 months. Walking away was hard, but it was when the Illuminati first started coming after him. Back in that moment, Cat was still wearing Kevlar to bed. I would get in bed with him at night and he would have Kevlar on. In bed.
Allegedly, Jaguar says she overheard Comedy Central threatening to Cat Williams. But at this point, Jaguar and her credibility has...
I'm gonna be real. I've never vibed with Jaguar. Never. Because if you know she was only around for like roughly a quarter. She's regurgitated people's stories. She's jumped ahead of people telling their own stories and also told their story wrong. This woman suffers from being bitter at the industry. Period. And I really think Jay is the reason her career didn't go as it should. I feel like that man did not like her live performance. And a lot of people are just sick of her lies. The thing is, when you watch enough content, you hear enough stories, you put it in your memory bank. And that's all she did. That's all she does. But I think she lies more than anything. You can't be bitter and lying on people, but not telling your own truths. But more so than anything, I looked at her worse than the people she talked about because of the things she claimed she knew but never went to authorities for. Woman, you're complicit. You're worse than the monsters you're talking about. And if you don't like what I said, unsub, leave right now. I'm standing on it. Now this next clip, check out how this dude says the label bought the #1 spot for him on the music box, but they told him before anything, none of this shit is real. He ain't got a reason to lie, y'all. Check out the clip.
We get back to New York, I tell Leo and Russell, I said, you know what? I don't think I want to do this shit. if it ain't no money in it. Leora told me, he said, let me tell you something about the music shit, Rich. He said, this shit is all payola. He was like, I can make your grandmama the hottest bitch in the country. All I need is 6 months. He said, ain't none of this shit real. He said, the reason we telling you this because you a solid motherfucker. He said, so if you want to fuck around with it, it's good, but we just gonna let you know that ain't none of this shit real. The Seasoned Veteran album dropped. Let's Ride was the first single. You used to watch the videos, you call and do the shit, right? Come on. Nigga, I'm sitting inside my mama house, Jack. The music box come on. They say, #1 debuting this week on the box. Let's Ride. I'm on. I'm like, nigga, I'm #1. I call Leora. I said, Leora, I'm #1 on the box. He said, I know, Richie, we bought the spot. Give me a minute, I'll call you back.
Now, this was back in the day. The music box was way back in the day. Way back in the day. If they were doing this and manipulating the system then, imagine what they're doing now. But then you got to think about the evolution of consuming the product of music. From streams to downloads to ringtones and everything. They structured this thing so that they could win. I mean, if you're going to structure this thing, you don't want to structure it to lose, obviously, but it's highly manipulated. And this guy states that once he heard that they manipulated that, he was totally discouraged.
That's how I go too, dog.
And when he said that, I didn't like it no more.
Yeah.
I didn't, because I really thought that people fuck with me because of what I did.
But you come from the authentic grind.
Right.
Yeah.
So I thought it was real, right? You know, when you listen to the radio, you hear niggas say, this LL Cool J, man, and whenever I'm in town, you know, I used to think that nigga was up there.
Nah, that's a drop.
So I go to the radio station and show it. He said, like, let's do some drops. Chewy Gomez in there. He like, Rich, can you do some drops for me? I'm like, what's drop? He said, just come over here and say X, Y, Z. So I get on there, I say some shit, I make a couple mistakes. I said, let me do it again. He said, don't worry about it. Edit, chop the shit I fucked up, tape it back together, play my voice back perfectly. I said, oh, wow. So it's a piece of paper sitting on the thing. I said, what is that? He said, oh, that's today's playlist. So I grab it, and it's got the times and all the songs that's gonna come on. So I'm like, damn, so them niggas ain't really up here when I be hearing that shit? So it just was hella fake. It was a lot of fake shit going on, right? And it was fucking me up. It was fucking me up. So I take this piece of paper when I leave the station. I'm in the car. So I call this little chick, right? And it's like 4:30 and I got the list. I told her, I said, damn. I said, you listen to the radio? She said, yeah. I said, it'd be crazy if they play X, Y, Z right now. And then that shit came on, right?
Yeah.
She said, it's on right now. It's on. It's on that you just said. I was like, no way. I said, let me turn it on. We rolling. I'm talking shit, smoking. I'm high. I'm tripping now. Next song about to come on. I said, it'd be a fool if they play woo, woo, woo. That would come on. She said, you're batting 1,000. This shit's, they're playing it.
Payola was a thing where they would say, these companies will pay DJs for placements. And that's exactly what this man was talking about. The manipulation that goes into this stuff, y'all, is top tier. Period. It's top tier. But it wouldn't work if people weren't so gullible. Even he stated he was gullible. When he were here LL or somebody giving drops for the radio station, he really thought they were there. Like, he really thought they were there. You got to make it make sense, y'all. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. Let me know where you're tapping in from. If you made it to the end, say I made it. And it's very important we interact so this message can get spread. I'm out. Peace.